Welcome back to the Battle of Bautzen. Let's see what my opponent, in the form of the French, gets up to for this game. Or for this turn, rather. Blech. He's continuing to throw forward his skirmishers and infantry. Looks like he's recombining them into a battalion. So yeah, there is what looks like at least a brigade column there. Maybe a division. The Prussians, the Bavarians are pushing forward more. All right, so Oudinot's corps has crossed the river now. There is no doubt about that, and it's starting to cross in quite big numbers. So I will give up. I will continue to pull back my cavalry towards the main line. But for the moment, I'm seeing quite a lot of movement down here at Pushvitz. So I can at least know that he is going aggressive with Oudinot. So if he's going aggressive with Oudinot like this, and he isn't being that aggressive with MacDonald and Marmont and Bertram, I think he wants to force me away from Bautzen by simply outflanking it. Which, to be fair, will do it very nicely. Because unless I want to just garrison Bautzen, which I don't really want to do, as good a position as it is, I don't think it's necessarily the best position because, well, it's a little too far forward for my taste. Alright, he's recombined his light battalions there. So he's still pushing forward nicely. Here we go. Maybe he is going aggressive with Bertram. Who are those? Don't recognise those. More Nepalese, maybe? Suppose they could be Spanish. Because there were some Spanish units. What else could they be? Legion Portugal, maybe? Alright, so let's see. Bergs, maybe? I have no idea. Curious. I know those are Württembergers, as are those. Got Frere. Alright. So, they are still just pushing forward for the moment, as will I. I will leave one squadron of Uhlans to basically provide a rear guard for the moment, while the rest of the cavalry continues to fall back. Alrighty, what else? As for the cavalry, let us continue to fall back with the Cossacks. the Orlov Cossacks. Where's the last part of the Orlovs? Alright, there you are. Last part of the Orlov Cossacks. Granted, I just disrupted myself, but disordered myself by crossing the stream. But all things considered, I am still in a decent position. So the Orlov Cossacks will continue to stay where they are for the now. So further up, we've got them moving. These dragoons I'm not going to bother moving for the time being. Alright. Okay, they are finally undisrupted, so I'm going to send this battalion, plus its divisional and brigade command, into Denovitz? Bautzen. By going into Bautzen, I'm going to provide a bit more oomph in its defence, at least for the time being, while I continue to mosey about my positions. Prussians are still in position for now, so they're still perfectly fine. These Jaegers. I'm going to send these Jaegers this way. While it still means they are quite a distance away from their parent units and, more importantly, the main line, they are slowly heading that way. Gonna send them into there. They'll get disrupted again, but they should be able to get undisrupted fairly quickly. You are gonna extend left, as are you, actually. I'm just gonna extend my line left. Alright. As soon as I can, this lot will reform temporarily, and then that lot will do the same when it can. Alright, you are to keep coming this way. Right, you are part of his brigade. You're part of his brigade, his division. Alright. Keep on getting these Cossacks further forward. While I also continue to just mill about, getting into position for the most part. Okay, these guns are masked. These guns are masked. Okay, I have got quite a few masked guns that, well, while they are masked, there is one advantage with that. Because they are a particular type of Russian gun, they can fire indirectly. So I wish I would not do that. I keep forgetting that. But they do, unfortunately, therefore have one issue. I'm actually going to move these guns. I'm actually going to move these heavy 12-pounders. And therefore make use of them, or at least part of them, on the higher ground. So I'm going to place these 16 of 12-pounders up on the windmill hill to have a bit more domination of the ground. Alright. With that, we continue to put our our exposed outpost lines back. While we're at it, let's get this lot set up nicely. East Prussians. Right, go there. This other part of the line will be behind it as sort of a reserve line. Alright, let's get these guns into position. And then the remaining element is to do the same and get into position inside Krakowitz with other elements such as this light battalion is to head round and go into those woods. Some 3-pounders. Boop and boop. Alright, this horse artillery will come this way as well. Alright. So again, we're going to set up... what have we got? 7-pound howitzers. We've got 6-pounder horse. York, you're going to go there, so because then you can effectively command your whole force anyway. Because, well, your unit is pretty small. This is it. So again, the only real thing he is here to do is to ensure that the line is held around Krakowitz. So even if I'm forced technically off the heights, the good thing is he can't actually see any of this stuff here at the moment. Because if I go spotted, yeah, he can't actually see any of this. Because, well, it's masked by the heights. And, well, the vast majority of my army is masked, actually. Which is useful, because it means I can do potential crazy stuff that he would not expect. I'm not going to do anything too crazy, but I could if I wanted to. I mean, if I suddenly sent... my guard up here, my Russian Imperial Guard up here, and have them sitting ready to attack into their flank as they push forward. I'm not going to, but I could. So, one advantage with keeping his eyes off. Alright. Fail. Alright, let's keep on trying to hit him with some artillery. And then when the time comes, this lot is actually going to no effect, but if they want to keep coming forward, they're going to have to risk getting shot at by the cannons. But eventually I'm going to withdraw them anyway, so... How long until my releases happen? So next turn, the remainder of Barclay's force, so the army of the West, all that up there will release. And then at 2 p.m. the rest of the army of Silesia and the Russian army will release. So all this down here. So von Roder's command, Galtzin's command, Gorshchakov's command, and, well, rather than just Galtzin, it's Konstantin's entire wing of the army, which is the main reserve. But in this case, part of it is not going to be reserved. Probably the first line main reserve element. I'm not going to have them reserved. They are going to be committed forward. Just to try and help. Because they are likely to help prevent any craziness. While it would allow me then to have the second line corps shift a little bit. So have the second line corps down here, around rabbits, and then have the first line of the main reserve take their position. Potential. Very much potential, but for the moment, this is just another very, very quick turn because, well, I'm mostly going to be sitting on the defensive. I've got the terrain. I can afford to. Why not make Napoleon come to me? So, casualties so far, pretty insignificant. Because, again, while there's been some long-range artillery fire and a little bit of musketry, and that's about it. So, let us proceed onwards. But I thank everyone for watching, if they have. If you liked, please consider subscribing or giving it a thumbs up. It all helps with the algorithm, because these games do deserve more love. So, I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you all with the next part. So the next turn, which will be turn 8. So it will be 2:30 p.m. for me. The 1:30 p.m. turn. So onwards we go, and I will see you all there. Bye bye for now.